Hello everybody. This is Gary Reed, 40 West Art member and 40 West Art board member. So I thought I'd give a little studio tour today and talk a little bit about what I do and what I use to make it. So very quickly, I do what's called photoencaustic work, and that means I take my photography as base art and add beeswax and resin and different colors and textures and 3D elements to make the final mixed media piece. Here's my little griddle here that's heating up some clear medium wax as well as a couple of different colors. So I work in a hot melted wax. There's 3 pieces or 4 pieces that are kind of in mid-creation. I'm going to add a couple of more layers as well as some hand coloring and some texturing, and that'll come in the final stages. I use different colors of wax, colors that I mix myself with pigments and clear wax. I use oil bars, oil sticks, as well as like pan pastels to do my coloring. Some of the things I use for texturing are like hand carving tools, aluminum foil, netting, and all kinds of things just to make texture and to give some interest to the piece, as well as sometimes found objects are added to make it mixed media. Over here, quickly, I have some pieces that I've finished. These are all photoencaustic images that have been covered with the beeswax as well as hand colored and some texture added and some other elements. These are all mounted in what's called a boat wood. These are all repurposed wood from boats out of Indonesia, wrecked or retired boats that have been dismantled and imported. And I get pieces and parts of this from other projects, so I'm kind of recycling repurposed wood. So all this boat wood, it's the original paint, original patina, nicks and dents. That's how they came. So all this wood really has its own story in itself, which is very cool. And I love just the paints and the colors and the looks. And then I add my photography. These range in size from like 5x5 to 14x14 inch. Here's a bird triptych, one of my favorites. And then down here I've got a couple of pieces that aren't boat wood. They are cracked plaster that I've made on a cradled board and hand transferred an image on that, and then did some hand coloring and encaustic work on top of it. And then a couple more pieces here, again with the boat wood. This image was actually printed on several tea bags, which I love the brown patina you get from stained tea bags, and then encaustic work done on top of that as well as some hand coloring. And then this final piece down here is done kind of the same way, except that was imaged on a coffee filter for a different type of brown stain. So what I like to do is find alternative papers and substrates to image on and to make prints on. I just think that's fun, and it's a great way to just do something a little different. So I hope you enjoyed the tour and have a great Friday.